What's up, ghouls, horror hounds, and very confused people that have stumbled through the eerie mist and have somehow landed on this channel? Hi, I am Haley Adams. That's Chucky. I'm still not used to the mirroring on the camera. Thank you for being here today. Today we are going to talk about my favorite spooky makeup brands. Ooh, so that's the thing today. There's a lot of makeup brands out there that I don't think get the recognition they deserve, and they are amazing for, spooky people in general, goth people, alt people of all sorts. So, just gonna dive right in. But disclaimer first, I am not getting paid to talk about any of these. Look at how many subscribers I have. I'm not getting paid to talk about any of this stuff. I do have a discount code for one brand, but again, that brand is not paying me. I only see anything if you guys buy something using my code. So, which really helped me out, and I wouldn't be promoting anything if I didn't genuinely believe that it's awesome. So, that's why we're here today. Hope you guys stick around because I have some great recommendations for you. Real nice, Clark. Real nice. First brand I'd like to talk about, I tragically don't have a whole lot of stuff from them. I'm going to change that at some point when that paycheck, hits direct deposit. But first brand I want to talk about is Ollie's Lashes. As you can gather from the name, they do primarily focus on eyelashes. However, they have some awesome palettes as well. They have a really cool Twilight Zone palette. They have a very cool Hellraiser palette, eyeshadow palette. Have other stuff like that. I have a t-shirt from them that has like very yassified, like Universal monsters on it, which I think is so cool. But I'm going to show you guys the two products that I do have. They are eyelashes, and I have a better way to do this. Hold on. Two sets of lashes I have. Do you see these awesome cases? I have Dracula, obviously, and this one is called Lagoon Ghoul, and I'm going to pull the lashes out so you can see how fantastic they are. Disclaimer, I have worn both of these sets of lashes to death. As you can see, I have glitter on them from glitter eyeshadows. Some of them are cut because if you like, I have one eye that's longer than the other. But that in and of itself, I think, speaks to this product. The fact that I have worn them to death and I could still plop them on right now and they would look as amazing as the day I first got them. They are so high quality. The band is really thick, which I think some people don't like, but despite the band being thick, they are, focus please, they are flexible. So you can kind of mold them to your eye shape. And again, 20 plus points for packaging. I mean, come on. Yes, Ollie's Lashes, cannot recommend them enough. Go get you some eyelashes. I am not currently wearing eyelashes, if that wasn't abundantly clear. I went to work today. I go to work every day, but I don't want to wear fake lashes to work. I respect the people who can do that, and I love it. Not me though, not me. Alright, the next brand I want to talk about, it's not exclusively spooky, but they have so many horror themed or spooky themed collections. I think they deserve to be thrown in here. So Glamlight Cosmetics, what I have from them is their Chucky palette. If you can't tell, that is holographic. It's called Crazy in Love, and you got Chucky and Tiffany on the front there. And then just talk about understanding the color story, because I think a lot of people think Chucky palette and they're gonna go for like the good guy outfit. No. What Glamlight did was they said, what do Tiffany's eyes look like? How does she do her makeup? Here's a palette so you can do your makeup and look like Tiffany Valentine, which I really appreciate as somebody who cosplays Tiffany. Haven't done her in a while though. Love to do her again. back to the point. I really appreciate that, and I think a lot of other cosplayers would appreciate that as well. And this also, like I said up top, this is a very goth palette. You could rock any of those. go into a goth night. I also got the lip kits because I couldn't help myself. So there is a Tiffany. Look how cute she is. There's glare from a thingy. And there's Chucky. He's less cute, but he's there too. The Tiffany one is this very kind of, it's like a burnt red. One of my cat's hairs is on there. Kind of like a burnt sienna, we'll call it. And it has hearts stamped into it. Like, I can't. That is so cute. That one's less for everyday wear unless you are unapologetically yourself. The Chucky one I do use on a daily basis because it's such a nice neutral nudie color. Just glides on and you are ready to go for the day. But I really like Glamlite, another brand that I need to buy more from. They have an awesome Scream collection, Scooby-Doo collection. I believe they have a Friday the 13th collection as well. They at least have a Jason highlighter, which is so super pigmented, just so shocks you in your face. And tomorrow, I believe, I don't know when this is going up, so February 2nd, they are releasing a Betty Boop collection. A Betty Boop collection. I love Betty Boop. I'm in my era of not spending money, and these brands just keep putting out the best things I have ever seen. Testing me. But yeah, Glamlite Cosmetics, Chef's Kiss. And couldn't recommend all of these. Couldn't recommend enough. Next brand is Glam Goth Beauty. Says it right there in the name why I love this stuff. Glam Goth Beauty. Tragically, again, only have one collection from them. I have the Lily Munstar collection. Munstar because, you know, we don't want to get sued. I don't either. I'm with you on that. I don't want to flash this too much. I don't know like how YouTube feels about naked women, but like, is that not like the sexy little She-Hulk looking Lily Munster right there? I'm gonna show you the colors. They are so fun, so campy, and again, talk about understanding the color story. Now, listen, I love ColourPop cosmetics. Half the stuff behind me is ColourPop. When they do collabs, though, they really don't understand the color story. No, these brands get it. They know what they're doing. Because if you know anything about the Munsters, despite the original show being in black and white, they were quite colorful. Like, Lily was this color blue. That was her skin tone. Like, Herman was this color green. I have trouble with the mirroring, guys. I'm very sorry. Lily wore a pink dress. Her dress is pink. Fun fact. And then, this came out before the Rob Zombie movie, but now listen, guys, listen. I adore Rob Zombie's Munsters movie. Adore it. I think it was done so well. And you know what? Rob just handled it with a lot of love and care. If you get that reference, you get a spooky little cookie. But no, but for real, he understood the source material. It has such a special place in my heart. And also, I met Jeff Daniel Phillips in the summer. He plays Herman, and he is one of the nicest celebrities I have ever met at a convention. He took so much time talking to me, and I was just gushing at him like the whole time. Like, I left kind of embarrassed. He was so kind, like on par with Matthew Lillard level kindness. Like, the speaking of extremely kind people from the Munsters, I've also met Butch Patrick, who played Eddie, the original series. Also one of the kindest celebrities I have ever met. So nothing but good things to say about Munsters people. I got really off track here. I apologize. So that's the palette. I also got the liquid lips. And if that's not the coolest little packaging, like they're so sturdy. You can make music with them. I'll show you one of the colors. This one is Bad Luck Charm. And it's this beautiful purple. I don't know if that's going to translate on camera, but so vivid, and they really do. They last. They be lasting all night long. So that is Glam Goth Beauty for ya. A plus. Still with me? I appreciate that. Let me tell you a little something about Widow Witch Cosmetics now. I went overboard from buying from them once because first thing I ever bought, the Addams Family palette. If you couldn't tell by my name on here, love, 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 love the Addams Family. My cat is named Gomez. I love the Addams Family. So saw an Addams Family palette and I was like, shaboing boing, give me that, give me that. And like again, they understand. They understand what they're doing with these colors. It's beautiful. And the glitters from this brand are they're so glittery. They're so good. I highly recommend getting a glitter base, like a glitter primer is what I mean, if you're going to be working with any glitters, because like just a loose glitter, you put that on and it's like patchy, falling off. I have the NYX one, so it was not a lot of money, and it makes any glitter go on perfectly. But back to Widow Witch. So after I bought that and realized how amazing it was, I went back and bought 3 more palettes. So I got the Love Witch one. I mean, perfect. Looks like all things Elaine would use. The Love Witch used to be one of my like comfort movies. I would go throw that on if I kind of like didn't know what to watch. I really really like it. It's kind of been ruined for me because I found out, Anna Biller, the writer, director, producer, costume designer, makeup artist, does everything for that movie. She's a big old turf. Annoying. Do I still love the movie? Yes, I do. And I think Samantha Robinson as Elaine is fantastic. This is about makeup. Back to it, back to it. This is the Glamour Ghoul palette. As if, like, you can name something Glamour Ghoul and expect me not to buy it. And then, of course, had to get Halloween Mikey in there. And if these are not just, like, shades pulled right out of the movie. Come on now. I love people who understand. Just full stop. Full stop. You get it. You get it. This next one I'm going to talk about is probably one of the, better known names on this list. So I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but Black Moon Cosmetics, everything they do with such high quality. I've never had a bad product from any of these brands, honestly. But I just feel like, pigmentation, their liquid lipsticks are out of this world. This one is Sleepwalker, the black one. Like, I take my makeup off, I do micellar water, I do cold cream, and I wash my face every single night. Cleanse, tone, moisturize. Sometimes it's still clinging. It's still clinging. You could wear this like I think 48 hours straight. I also really like their Just Basic lipsticks as well. This is black one, that's Omen. And then I really like Misery, because Misery is it's like a nice nude that can be worn any day, or you can spook it up with like a darker lip liner. You can make that spooky real easy. But I really love their Urban Myth palette because one, I love cryptids. And then just the color story. I wish my lighting was better for you guys to get a better feel for how amazing just these colors are. Like anytime I open it, Loch Ness and Chupacabra, they blind me. They astound me. And another thing I want to point out is they recently released these little lip gloss blush duos. So I got this Undead blush. It is black. That is a black blush. It doesn't really go on black. If you blend it out enough, you get this kind of like almost a bruisey color. There's a hair on my nose. I can't see it. But it is hard to explain. It gives you that perfect kind of undead. Nah, that's the name of it. It gives you that undead look. Like Morticia Addams, she's putting this on in the morning. Vampira, she is putting this on. Like, it is for the glamour ghouls. It's for the goths. It's for anyone who wants to look spooky. I don't know if you can get this outside of the Duo, but I mean it's worth it. Worth it. It's worth it. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? It's worth it. Yep. Please don't sue me, BuzzFeed. How we doing, ghouls? We hanging in there? I only have 2 more brands to talk about, okay? If you've made it this far, I love you. Mwah! Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. Next up is Creature Cosmetics. I learned about Creature Cosmetics from going to a horror convention that I'm not going to name because they've made a lot of questionable choices and I kind of hate them now. I'm stuck going this month because your girl can't get a refund. You can go check out my Instagram or TikTok if you want to know the full tea on that. But anyway, I'm very thankful I discovered them there. They are a very cool brand with extremely cool packaging. I'm going to show you the coolest packaging in a second, but first I got to talk about the Revenge of the 80s palette. Because, you know, if you haven't figured out by now, I love loud colors and I love glitter. I bought it specifically for clowns. Clowns with a cane, or like killer clowns from outer space. Yep, you already know. And then I really like how the mirror has the sludgy drip. Say hi. Yes, this is sitting on a lotion. And also a box from Creature Cosmetics that I've kept because it looks like the tape recorder from Evil Dead. So getting into that, the Necronomicon Ex Mortis. Like, excuse me? Now, I am a huge, huge, huge Evil Dead fan. I love the Evil Dead. So, obviously, I pre-ordered this bad boy, got my hands on it right away. Look how thick that is. Like, another thing I liked about this was I can use this when I do my gender-bent Ash cosplay. So that just doubles so perfectly as the Necronomicon. I wanted to get more from this collection. I did, but money. Enough said. But I had to make a special exception because, and I mean, you got mattes, you got nudes, you've got bold colors, you've got shimmers, and you have glitter. Another amazing packaging thing is from their Reanimator collection. This is a liquid lipstick. Now I have majorly gunked up the tip here because I used too much one time, but it's a liquid. That's a lipstick. And all of these collections they have are officially licensed with these movies, which I think is just the coolest thing ever. How'd they do that? I'm impressed. And just throwing another thing out here, I have their one liquid lipstick in the shade Nancy. You know, like, I'm assuming this is a Nightmare on Elm Street reference. It could also be a Craft reference. Not exactly sure. I feel like Nancy from The Craft would wear that over Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street, but you never know. Maybe she wants to get a little fun with it. But again, I truly love Creature Cosmetics, and they are coming out soon with an officially licensed Bela Lugosi and Vampira collection for Valentine's Day. Go check out their Instagram, look at it. I'm going to need to get my hands on that. I'm going to need to break my no spending money rule to get my hands on that because it just looks immaculate. Last but certainly not least is Glam Ghoul Boutique. Now I love all these brands equally, but Glam Ghoul Boutique is my favorite. And it's not because this is the one I have a code for. I do though. So if you want to check out Glam Ghoul Boutique, their website, use code Haley Adams, you'll get some money off. Which I highly recommend you do because I truly believe that this brand stuff is out of this world. My eye makeup today, I did. That lighting is terrible. It looks so much better in person. So I used from the Chillin' and Killin' palette. Is that not the cutest little ghost face? I used the shade Hello Sydney that nice pink. And then this is my absolute favorite palette from them ever. Ice Cream for Ice Cream. It is all shimmers. Like, so I used the Raspberry Reaper on top of that today. They're all shimmers, and they are the butteriest shimmers you have ever seen in your life. They are not chalky. I've had this palette like half a year, could be more. Not even remotely dried out. They are as wet and moist as the day that I bought it. How? What kind of formulation? How can you do that? But I'm going to highlight a few other cool palettes. This is the first one I ever got, and it is falling apart. That's my fault. The Glamour Ghouls palette. So obviously your girl bought that. Such fun. Here, I'll show you the Chillin' and Killin' again. I don't think you got to see all of that. And it has 2 blush and a highlighter shade in it as well. Doesn't mean you can't use that as eyeshadow. I mean, go for it. And then I really love this, the Bad Dreams palette. It's the Hex Girls. It's the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo. But yeah, this is like the most bright and pigmented, and it also comes with a little drawer. Keep your secrets in there, but I keep the lipsticks it came with in there. I wore this purple one the other night. I know that looks blue on camera, but it's purple. And again, kind of like what I was talking about with Black Moon, did not come off. I appreciate that because I was doing my tour job, so I'm talking and I'm drinking and stayed put. Thank goodness. I also really love their lip kits, so I got the Fright Night one and the Till Death, which is Chucky themed. If you can't tell, I like Chucky. He's a little shit and I love him. But the Fright Night one, that is like, look at that. Look at the quality. Beautiful. They came with lip liners too. I did not grab those because I was lazy. I mean, they're right there, but like, this is a gloss. It's not even a liquid lipstick, but also this will also, the sticks, it's not leaving. It's not disappearing halfway through your day. Like this one I'm wearing, I reapplied it. I'm wearing the Fenty lip gloss, which I love. Again, very high quality, but like before I even ate lunch, it had disappeared. Not this. Sticking around like herpes, but good herpes. I'm really sorry if the owners of these brands watch this at all. Especially sorry about that. Could I edit it out? No, I have no editing skills. It's in there. But this lip gloss is amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead, except I did not talk about the Creep Mist palette. Special for Christmas. And I used this like all of December. Pretty much every look I did came out of there. And this also had very cute little tiny liquid lipsticks. There's a shimmer one. Pause, hold please, found it. It's called Holidays. And this, if you need a Y2K, you know, Pamela Anderson, if I could speak, Pamela Anderson shimmery lip. Holy cannoli. I am not sure if this is still on the website or not, and you did have to buy the full collection. It came with several of these little mini lipsticks, and the palette worth it. 100% worth it. And you know, this can be used outside of Christmas. Nobody knows. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking while I'm ahead before I say more dumb shit like this lipstick is herpes. What's wrong with me? That brings us to the end. You still here? Thank you. Thank you so much. No, really. Thank you. Because I didn't think anybody was getting through this. But I really did want to come on here and talk about these because I use these brands constantly and I think they're so amazing. and I think they needed the shout out. Not that I'm driving many sales, but I was just so passionately driven to make this video about these brands because I love makeup and I love being a spooky ghoul. And if you love makeup and being spooky and want to try any looks from any of these things you saw, please, please do. Cannot recommend enough. But that is it for this video. Thank you for sticking around. Love that for us. Love that journey for all of us. But yeah, that's it. Okay, go home now. Go home. Go do something spooky. Do something spooky today. Watch a movie. If I need to throw a recommendation out there for you, go watch The Lost Boys. Am I going to recommend that every single video? Maybe. Maybe. It's my favorite movie. But that's today's recommendation. It should have been Child's Play, actually. Go watch Child's Play. Okay. Peace out. Bye, ghouls.